Hello and welcome to class. My name is Kyle. Thank you for joining me. Today we have a Vinyasa flow. This is a practice that you can do every day. Nice daily yoga flow. This is how I teach in studio. It's an all levels class. So whether you are new to yoga or further down in your practice, you are going to get something from this practice. I like to kind of go a little bit slower and steadier to build some deep strength and flexibility. It's still got a nice flow to it, but nothing crazy, nothing too fast, because I like to still encourage a nice long, smooth breath. I have some blocks here, they're not necessary, but I do like to show you how to use them because they do help you get a little bit deeper in your practice, and I will encourage you to get a set at some stage if you don't have any. There is a longer and shorter version of this practice, so depending on which one you've arrived to, whether it's the shorter one around 20 to 25 minutes or the longer one at 55 minutes, you may want to consider trying the other one just as an option, okay? Otherwise, let's get into it. Alrighty, we'll begin in a nice comfortable seat. Find an easy cross-legged position, and you are welcome to sit up on a block or a pillow. Rest your hands into your knees. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, close the eyes. Arrive into stillness and begin to take a few slow, deep breaths to arrive. Allow yourself to slowly settle down. See if you can let go any effort of trying to change the way you feel. And just simply be with yourself as you are. Just feeling into the comfort or discomfort of your seat, pressure, temperature, any tingling. Take a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Soften the shoulders, relax your jaw and your tongue. Deep breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in to fill, into the belly, right to the top. And hold your breath at the top and just to notice. And open the mouth, exhale to release and let it go. Inhale to fill right to the top. Hold at the top and just feel. Now open the mouth, sigh to release. Empty the lungs all the way out, right to the bottom. And hold on the out. Last time, deep breath in. Feel your way to the top of your breath. Hold the breath. Open the mouth, exhale to release and empty the lungs. Well done. Inhale, float your arms up above your head, reach to the sky. Exhale, let your hands come through to prayer. With your eyes closed, take a quiet moment for yourself and your practice. In Sanskrit, this is called an Ankalpar. It's a time to perhaps set an intention or just feel into a moment of gratitude. When you're ready, you can bow your head towards your hands to close that off. And we'll begin in a child's pose. So you can make your way there nice and slowly, having your knees out wide. Reach the arms out and get yourself settled in. And as we get settled in, just a little bit of housekeeping. I want to remind you that you're more than welcome to modify this practice however you need. So please, if something doesn't feel right, skip it out or leave it. Injuries in yoga last a very long time. And try your best to be with your breath throughout this practice and allow the sensations of your breath or the feeling of your breath to hold your focus and allow that to be the place that you return to and just see how that changes things. Take a nice deep breath in. Long exhale to release. Inhale, table to rise. Close your eyes. Take 10 slow, deep breaths to warm your body up. Any movements are welcome. You can move through some cat-cows, lowering the belly, lifting. You can start to bring some more organic fluid movements to your spine. I'm going to encourage you to close the eyes, go inwards with your attention, and see if you can move more intuitively with your body and your breath. Begin to make your shapes a little bit wider. Begin to lengthen and deepen your breath. If you have Ujjayi breath in your practice, it's a nice time to fire it up. Tuck your toes, sit onto the base of your feet, stretching out the feet. Work some space into your wrists, sending your palms down and maybe your fingers back or palms up. And when you're ready, make your way to a neutral table, nice square shape. Walk your hands just a little bit forwards, make sure they're a little bit wider than your shoulders. With your breath, inhale, cow, lower the belly, chin up. Exhale, cat, round into the spine and press. Inhale, belly lowers. Open the collarbones. Exhale, round, curl, and press with the breath. Inhale, belly lowers. Exhale, round. Now from here, inhale, lower the belly, and at the same time, dip the chest forwards and down, keeping your elbows in. Keep your feet to the floor. We're going to come into a posture that resembles Ashtangasana, so having your chin, your chest, and your knees and your feet onto the floor, and your hands, 8 points on the ground. Squeeze into your lower back. Draw the knees in towards the elbows, and the hands towards the elbows. Bum high into the sky. And from here, we're going to release. So just straighten the legs, lowering the belly, coming directly into cobra. Again, hands back, elbows in, lift the chest, squeeze your thighs, press your feet into the top of the floor, hold and breathe. And release to lower the chest down. Inhale to rise, cobra to lift up. Draw the elbows in, tuck the chin. Exhale to lower. One more. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to lower. Now you can release, interlace the hands behind your back. Inhale, squeeze the arms together to hold and breathe. See if you can shift the weight back into your belly as best as you can. And slowly release to lower. Hands underneath your shoulder in the number 11 position, coming into dolphin pose. Tuck your toes and begin to walk your feet forward, sending your hips up into the sky. Now you're welcome to lower at any point. Otherwise, press firmly into the elbows into the ground and squeeze in towards one another. Head is off the floor, so shake it yes and no. Options to hold still, otherwise send your right foot up into the sky to hold and breathe. Relax the back of the neck. See if you can shift the hips forward. So maybe you're light on the left toes, high up on the left toes. And release, right foot down. Inhale, left foot rises to hold. Shift the weight on top of the elbows, light on the right toes. And release, coming into child's pose. Knees out wide, extend the arms out. Just allow a moment for your belly to get nice and heavy in between your thighs. Maybe rocking the weight from left to right, massaging out the forehead. And release. Inhale, table to rise, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and lower the heels down. Now bring your feet at the back of your mat so nice and wide. And you're going to take your right hand to your left ankle, crossing over the body. Now, if you need to, you can get hold of the behind the knee, higher up the leg, but find something that's comfortable and see if you can twist into the spine, looking up and under the left shoulder, making sure to keep shifting the weight into the right foot. So even the weight between the feet. And release. Hands come to the center and exchange. Left arm to right ankle. Twist, hold, and breathe. And release, hands to the center, downward facing dog. Moving slowly with your breath. Inhale, plank, ripple forwards. Exhale, down dog, shift back. Inhale, plank, ripple forwards. This time you may want to lower halfway into a kind of push-up position or chaturanga position. And as you exhale, press directly back to downward facing dog. Once more. Inhale, plank, ripple forwards. Options to lower halfway, elbows in. Exhale, shift back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look to the front. Exhale, slowly walk to the top like slow motion, coming into ragdoll, the top of your mat. So feet hip width distance apart, nice big bend to the knees. Interlace the hands behind the back of your neck and a gentle sway from left to right. Let the weight pour out the top of your head, decompressing the spine. And release, interlace the hands behind your back. Nice deep breath in to squeeze the arms. With a long exhale, bow to deepen and release. You're welcome to hold still. Maybe you start to pedal your legs out from left to right, which also feels really nice. So straightening one leg and then the other. Allowing the hands to kind of window wiper as you move from one heel to the next. And you can release, heel toe your feet to the wide edges of your mat. Now from here, something a little bit funky, like a little mobility number. Inhale, easy twist. Right arm reaches up into the sky. Keep your left hand down, look up to the right palm. And as you exhale, bring the right hand down and lower the hips into a squat, a deep squat, into Malasana. You can use your hands if you need. Now, inhale, easy twist. Straighten the legs. Left arm reaches up into the sky. Keep the right hand down, look up. Exhale, left hand down, coming into Malasana. Squat down, open the chest. Inhale, easy twist. Right arm reaches to fold. Straighten the legs, look up. Exhale, right hand down, lower the hips, open the chest. Last time. Inhale, easy twist. Left arm rises. Fold forward. Exhale, hands down, Malasana to hold and breathe. Got some options. Use your hands for support if you need. See if you can be with the sensations of your breath. Another nice variation is to bring the hands at prayer, to use the elbows to leverage the chest open. And just for future reference, you can also place a block in between your hands to create a little bit of extra width. And release. Straighten the legs and fold. Heel toe your feet to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the spine, shoulders draw back. Exhale, fold and release with your breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, high mountain. Knees bend, arms rise. Interlace the hands above your head. Feet are touching, squeeze your knees up. As you exhale, half moon to the left-hand side, arch over to hold and breathe. Press firmly through the heels, knees up, reach out the fingers, relax your jaw. Inhale, rise to center, move with your breath. Exhale over to the right-hand side, half moon to hold and breathe. Inhale, rise to center, look up. Exhale, gentle back bend, cactus the arms, look up and arch back. Inhale, arms rise, reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, bow down and release. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the spine, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, chaturanga, step back to plank and lower. Keep your elbows in. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Roll over the toes. Squeeze your thighs. Lift up. Exhale, shift back, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees bend, look to the front. Exhale, step, jump or float, forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Straighten the spine. Flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, high mountain, knees bend, arms rise. Reach up, interlace the hands, knees up. As you exhale, arch to the left-hand side, half moon for a beat. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale over to the right, squeeze. Inhale, arms rise, reach up, look up. Exhale, gentle back bend, arms come down, chest up. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, bow to release. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. Exhale, Chaturanga, step back to plank and lower. Make it fluid. Halfway, elbows in. Inhale, up to squeeze. Chin up. Exhale, shift back, downward facing dog. With your breath, inhale, plank, ripple forwards. Options to lower halfway and a half push up. Exhale, down dog, press directly back. Nice. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg rises up into the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, come forwards and squeeze. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose, hips up. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg up. Exhale, low lunge, right foot steps slowly forwards. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, crescent moon, arms reach up into the sky to hold and breathe. Now, tuck your tailbone, lengthen the back of your neck. See if you can imagine drawing your belly button to your ribs and your ribs to your belly button, so kind of compressing the ribs down. Arms up strong. Pinkies in, shoulders down. Hold and breathe. Now, see if you can traction your feet towards one another. Hold. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, half splits. Drop the hips back, flex the front toes, send the arms back to hold and breathe. Now, from here, you're going to keep your left toes tucked, interlace the hands behind your back. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, keeping the arms interlaced, you're going to rise to stand slowly onto the feet, like a high crescent lunge with interlaced arms. Lift the chest up and gently arch back. And release. Inhale, reach the arms out in front of you, coming into a kind of power lunge or rocket ship lunge, arms along the ears. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, pyramid pose. Hands down, straight in the front leg to press and hold. Now, if you have blocks, you can always place them under your hands. It goes a very long way, just for a little bit of extra support. Otherwise, press actively into your front heel. Draw back on your right hip. Bring your left hip forwards and lengthen the belly button forwards and down. Now, moving with your breath. Inhale, bend into the front knee, low lunge, come forwards, open the chest. Exhale, straighten the front leg, pyramid pose to press. Inhale, bend into the front knee, chest opens. Exhale, straighten and press. Inhale, bend into the front knee. Exhale, straighten and press. Inhale, bend into the front knee and prepare. Exhale, standing, all standing splits, left heel into the sky. Hold and breathe. Options for blocks under your hands, otherwise light on your fingers. Ground down through the right heel, soften the back of your neck. Actively send your left heel high. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, bow to release. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. Exhale, Chaturanga, step back to plank and lower, elbows in. Inhale, up dog to squeeze your thighs. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, shift back, downward facing dog. Well done. Inhale, plank ripple forwards. Options to lower halfway. Exhale, down dog. Press directly up and back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose. Come forwards. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, left foot steps forwards in between your hands. Ground your back knee. Inhale, arms rise, crescent moon, reach up. Exhale, hold and breathe. Tailbone tuck. Lengthen the neck. Ribs and belly button compress in towards one another. Squeeze both heels in towards one another, so creating a bit of tension in between your thighs. Nice deep breath in, keeping your back toe tucked. Exhale, half splits. Straighten the front leg, hips back, arms back to hold. Interlace the hands behind your back. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, slowly rise to stand. Up on the feet, interlace the hands, lift the chest up and arch back and breathe. And release. Arms come alongside the ears, rocket ship lunge. Pinkies in, reach through the fingers. Relax your jaw and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, pyramid pose. Hands down, straighten the front legs. Set yourself up. Options for blocks if you need. Draw back on your left hip, forward on the right. Lengthen the belly out in front of you with your breath. Inhale, low lunge. Ripple forwards. Exhale, straighten, pyramid pose. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bend into the left knee and prepare. Exhale, standing L's, standing splits, right heel into the sky. Light on your fingers, ground down through the left heel. Options for blocks. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, chair pose. Heels down, arms up to hold and breathe. Utkatasana. Find stillness as fast as you can. Turn the attention inwards, feeling into the breath. Now you can press into the heels, squeeze your thighs, tuck your tailbone, relax your jaw. Inhale, sink a little bit lower. Fire your legs up. Exhale, fold and release. Feel the relief in the hamstrings. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. Exhale, chaturanga, step back to plank and lower. Keep your elbows tucked in. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale, plank, ripple forwards. Options to lower halfway. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right leg rises. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, crossover and hold. Crossover and squeeze. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right leg rises. Exhale, step through a low lunge. Foot in between your hands, lower the back knee down. Inhale, crescent moon, arms reach up into the sky. Keep your back toe tucked. Exhale, half splits. Drop the hips back and flex the front toes. Interlace the hands behind your back. Inhale, rise to stand on the feet. Lift the chest up, arch back and hold. Now we have some options as you hold and breathe. We're going to prepare to step off and balance onto the right foot, coming into a crouching warrior with your arms interlaced. Now, if you need to, you can free your hands wherever you like, just to make sure that you can breathe. Make sure everything's breathable. You can have your hands at prayer or out beside, but maybe you want to keep the hands interlaced and just see if you can challenge the breath. So move slowly. Inhale, open up your chest. And as you exhale, step off and fly. Crouching warrior with arms interlaced to hold and breathe. Lift your chest. Activate the left leg. Wrap your belly down. From here, slowly rise to stand, keeping the arms interlaced, left knee into the chest. Find the balance. As you exhale, extend the leg out in front of you to hold and breathe. Challenge yourself here. Let it shake for 5, 4, hips back, 3, chest up, 2, a little bit higher, and release figure 4. Left foot comes onto the right knee, flex the toes. Options to keep the arms, or you can free them, either hands at prayer out beside, or maybe you've got another variation that feels good. Activate your left foot. Sit the hips back, bring your belly forwards. And release. Inhale, left knee rises. Now release the arms, interlace them above your head. As you exhale, warrior 3. Chest down, left leg back, still balancing on the right leg. Options for arms along the ears or wherever you like. Make sure it's breathable. Just momentarily. Gently touch the foot back and down. Inhale, arms rise, high crescent lunge. Lift up, arch back. Exhale, chaturanga, hands to the floor, elbows in, lower halfway. You can always press back to down dog if you need. Inhale up. Exhale, shift back and release. Now we kind of know where we're going. So with the breath, inhale, plank, ripple forwards, options to lower halfway. Exhale, down dog, press back. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg rises. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, tap. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step through, lower the back knee down. Inhale, crescent moon, arms rise, tuck the tailbone, lift up. Exhale, half splits, drop the hips back, keep the back toe tucked. Interlace the hands behind your back. Inhale, rise to stand, lift the chest up. Find the balance, hold and breathe. Now remember, we're going to prioritize breath and attention. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, step off and fly. Crouching warrior, balancing on the left leg, capital T shape. See if you can keep the arms interlaced. Fire up the back, lift the chest. Wrap the right hip down and breathe. And release. Slowly rise. Right knee to the chest. Keep the arms interlaced if you can. And as you exhale, extend the leg out in front of you to hold and breathe for 5, 4. You can do this. Feet up. 3, hips back. 2, a little bit higher. 1, and release. Figure 4, right foot places. Flex the right toes. Hips back. Belly forward. See if you can keep your right hip in line with the left and maybe dropping down, so you may need to just lift it up slightly. And release. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, right knee rises, arms interlace above the head. Exhale, warrior 3, chest down, right leg back, balance. Options for hands at prayer if you need. Just for a breath, gently touch the foot back and down. Inhale, arms rise, high crescent lunge, arch back. Exhale, chaturanga, long exhale all the way down to low plank. Inhale up. Exhale down, shift back. Inhale, knees bend, look to the front. Exhale, step, jump or float, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the spine, draw your shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, high mountain, knees bend, arms rise, reach up. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands come through to prayer. Close the eyes and take 3 slow, deep breaths. Feel into the breath. And release. Inhale, chair, sit down, arms up to hold. Now from here, we're going to slowly begin to sink our hips towards our heels, coming all the way to the ground, but take your time. You're welcome to free your hands whenever you need for a bit of support. And eventually we'll make our way onto the ground to Navasana, boat pose. We have options here. Feet down, arms behind. Make sure that you're opening your chest the whole time, bringing your belly forward. Option for the feet down, arms up, feet up, or maybe right up into the sky. See if you can prioritize a steady breath, an opening of your chest. Rise and hold. Now stay or take a deep breath in. Exhale, low boat to lower. Inhale, rise, chest up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise, open the belly. Exhale, lower. Keep going. Inhale up, relax the jaw. Exhale down. Inhale up. Down. 2 more. Inhale, rise, open the belly, squeeze, and lower. Last time. Inhale to rise, to hold, and from here, lift your fingers and your toes, reach to the sky for 5. Let it shake. 4, lift up, 3, 2, 1, and release. Knees in, rock and roll, front to back, nice active rest. Regain connection with your breath. And from here, we're going to roll over crossed shins, back to downward facing dog. Maybe you move through your vinyasa or you step back. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, plank, ripple forwards, lower halfway. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg rises. Exhale, right knee to left, elbow crossover and hold. Extend the leg out, place it down, stay or turn on the heels to open your belly up and breathe. And release. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg high. Exhale, right foot steps forwards, low lunge, ground your back knee. Inhale, crescent moon, arms rise, tuck the tailbone. Exhale, half splits, hips back, arms back. Interlace the hands. Inhale, rise to stand, lift the chest, find the balance. As you exhale, step off and fly, crouching warrior. Hold and breathe. Feel your breath. From here, slowly rise to stand. Left knee into the chest, arms keep interlaced. As you exhale, hold the leg out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Coming from here into dancer. Left heel back and up. Left hand to the inside of the left foot, so palm facing out. Right arm alongside the ear. Stay just like this. Or take a deep breath in. As you exhale, kick into the hand, shift forwards, hold and breathe. Slowly release. Left knee into the chest, arms reach up to interlace. As you exhale, warrior 3. Chest down, left leg back to hold. Find the balance. Gently touch the foot back and down. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Arch back. Exhale, chaturanga, hands to the floor, lower halfway. Inhale, up to squeeze. Chest rises. Exhale, shift back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank, ripple forwards, options to lower halfway. Exhale, press back, down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg high. Exhale, left knee to right, elbow crossover and hold. Extend the leg out, place it down, options to stay or turn on your heels to open your belly up and breathe. And release. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg rises. Exhale, low lunge, left foot steps forwards. Ground your back knee. Inhale, arms rise. Crescent moon. Exhale, half splits. Drop the hips back and fold. Interlace the hands. Inhale, slowly rise to stand. Chest up into the sky. Exhale, step off and fly. Crouching warrior, variation to breathe. Slowly rise to stand, right knee into the chest, one-legged Tadasana. As you exhale, extend the leg out and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, a little bit higher, 1. And release. Dance on the right side, right heel up and back, left arm alongside the ear, hand facing out or palm facing out. Stay or begin to kick into the hand to keep the thumb high and breathe. And release. Right knee into the chest, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, warrior 3. Belly down, right leg back to balance. Gently touch the back foot down. Inhale, arms reach to the sky, arch back. Exhale, chaturanga, hands to the floor, lower halfway, elbows in. Inhale, up to squeeze, lift the chest. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose, come forwards and squeeze. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg up, coming into side plank, right arm rises. Options to lower the left knee or take the foot behind you, coming into wild thing, turning on the heels to lift the belly up. Look to the front, right foot steps slowly forwards, coming into warrior one. Ground the back heel, rise to stand. Make sure that your feet are a little bit wider from left to right and a little bit shorter from front to back. Back heel is down. You're going to eagle, left arm underneath the right or left over right. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, humble warrior with eagle arms. Bow down. Right shoulder comes to the inside of the right knee. Keep the weight back. Relax the back of your neck and breathe. Keep the arms, rise to stand. From here, look to the front foot. Slowly press all the weight into the front foot and then swing the left leg over, coming straight into full eagle. Wrap up and sit down. Left leg over, left arm under. The leg doesn't need to go all the way around. It just needs to place over. Squeeze your thighs. Squeeze the arms. Sit the hips back. Soften the jaw. And send some big breaths into the back of your lungs. And release. Inhale, left leg rises. Release the arms. One-legged Tadasana. From here, like slow motion, half moon. Left arm up, right arm down, left leg back. Options for a block under the right hand on the tallest position. Take your time, find the balance. Now, if you find yourself wobbling around and your eyes are going off the mat to the left, send your eyes down. I know it's tempting to look right, but send them down. Prioritize your breath. Steady the feeling into the breath. Lift the posture up into the sky. With control, warrior two. Touch the foot back and down, arms level out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up and over. Exhale, extended side. Elbow to knee, come forwards. Inhale, reverse warrior. Arch back. Exhale, extended side. Elbow to knee. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten the front leg. Reach all the way back. And as you exhale, Utthita Trikonasana, full triangle. Keep the front leg straight, kink the hips, reach forwards, lower the arms down, 6 and 12 to hold and breathe. Bend the front knee, inhale, star, rise to the center, turn your toes in. Exhale, Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold, bow down. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, fold and release. Hands under the shoulders, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog, hands to the front, right foot steps back. Options to move through your vinyasa or press back to a downward facing dog. We'll all meet in a downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose, come forwards and squeeze. Inhale, three-legged dog coming into side plank. Maybe you come into wild thing, left foot behind you, or lower the right knee down if you like, or raise the left leg up to hold and breathe. Look to the front, left foot steps slowly forwards. Ground the back heel, rise to stand, warrior one. Right arm eagles underneath the left. Shorter, wider stance. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, humble warrior with eagle arms to hold. Left shoulder comes towards the inside of the left knee. Keep the arms, rise to stand. Look to the front. With control, right foot steps forwards and over, coming into full eagle. Right leg over, right arm under. Squeeze the thighs. Feel into your breath. And release. Inhale, right knee rises, arms reach up. Exhale, half moon, right arm rises, left arm down, balancing on the left leg. Options for a block underneath your left shoulder on the tallest position. With Control Warrior 2, touch the foot back and down. Inhale, Reverse Warrior. Arch, up and over. Exhale, extended side, float, elbow to knee, arm along the ear. Once again, inhale, Reverse Warrior. Sweep back. Exhale, extended side, lengthen the breath. Inhale, Reverse Triangle, straighten the front leg and arch all the way back. Exhale, Trikonasana. Keep the front leg straight, kink the hip, reach forwards, lower the arms down to 6 and 12. Hold and breathe. And release, bend the front knee. Inhale, star, rise to the center, turn your toes in. Exhale, Parasarita, wide-legged forward fold, bow down. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the spine, shoulders draw back. Exhale, fold and release. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog, hands to the front. Step the foot back. Options to move for your very last vinyasa. And we'll all meet in a downward facing dog. From here, we're going to move to half pigeon, bringing your right shin through and down. As a variation, you can move to figure 4 on your back. Make sure your right knee is on the far right side of your mat. And if you need to, you can place a block under the right hip. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, shift the hands forward to something comfortable and breathable. Slowly come onto the hands, press back to downward facing dog. Take a moment to free your hip. On the left side, half pigeon, left shin comes through and down, left knee to the far left-hand side of your mat. It's always nice to check. Is your knee underneath your chest? Make sure it's to the left. Options for a block underneath your left hip. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, walk the hands to something breathable. And release onto the hands. You're welcome to press back, or you can just extend the legs out in front of you, just to let the legs kind of pat down and wobble around to release. From here, we're going to move into a Paschimottanasana, east-facing forward fold. Extend the legs out in front of you on the front of the hips. Flex the toes. Inhale, arms rise to the sky. Exhale, shift forwards and release. And release. Inhale slowly to roll up. Coming into reverse table, hands behind. Fingers facing forwards. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips to hold. Now, this is a beautiful posture to help undo all that strength and closing from the vinyasa. So squeeze your thighs. Soften into your breath. And slowly release down. We're going to make our way onto our backs, coming into a round of bridge or wheel. If wheel is in your practice, you can go straight in. For bridge, feet hip width distance, touching the back of the heels. You can lift the hips up to squeeze the thighs to hold and breathe. Slowly release to lower. Let the hips touch down. Find something comfortable where you can rest. And from here, we're going to make our way into a round of shoulder stand. As a variation, you can come into legs up the wall, just letting the legs kind of be up in the sky. You can always place a block under your lower back. Otherwise, for shoulder stand, keeping the eyes up to the ceiling, elbows in, swing the hips, hands to the lower back. Get your thumbs involved, fingers facing up. And then begin to slowly extend your toes up to the sky to try and touch the ceiling. Hold and breathe. And slowly lower. Let the legs hang somewhere comfortable. Maybe you're coming into Halasana, or maybe you just come back down to the ground. From here, we're going to move into Happy Baby, lowering our backs down to the floor, taking either the knees out wide or the outer blades of the feet. Tuck the chin, maybe a gentle rock from left to right. And from here, we're going to release, draw the right knee into the chest, left leg extends long, reclined, wind remover, flex both toes, lengthen the neck. As you exhale, supine twist, lower the knee to the left-hand side, eyes over the right shoulder. And release, draw the right knee in. Give it a good squeeze. Exchange left leg in, right leg long. Place the right foot down. Flex your toes, tuck your chin. Exhale, supine twist, lower the leg over to the right-hand side. Eyes over the left shoulder. And release. Draw both knees into your chest. Give yourselves a nice giant squeeze. You're welcome to any last minute stretches. Otherwise, just take a moment to come back to your breath. Maybe a moment to come back to your intention or your ankle bar. And as you exhale, release into Savasana, taking up some space. Allow the toes to fall out, the palms to face up. Allow yourself to get settled in. And I know it's tempting to end your class here. But let me tell you that the most important time is to allow your practice to settle. So give yourselves a few rounds of breath into Savasana. I'm going to keep it kind of incorporated in this video. So allow yourself to get settled in. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, release. Relax your toes, relax your fingers, soften your jaw. Inhale to fill. Exhale to release and relax. Now you're welcome to lay in your Savasana for as long as you like. Otherwise, moving slowly with your eyes closed, you can begin to bring some movement to your fingers and your toes. Gently moving the neck and the arms and legs. And in your own time, you can roll into your side, drawing your knees into your chest. See if you can get a few rounds of breath here. I understand if it's a little bit sore in your hip. If so, you can come up into a seat. And we'll eventually all meet in a comfortable seat. Hands onto knees, close the eyes, find your breath. Take a nice deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Bring the hands together, generate some heat between your palms. And you're going to place that warmth over your eyes. Take a moment just to stare into the darkness of your eyelids. Keeping the light out with your hands, you can begin to slowly blink your eyes open. And when you're ready, you can slowly release the hands to lower. Namaste. Well done for putting such beautiful effort into your self-practice. And you're welcome to join in this community by subscribing and hitting the notifications bell to not miss out on the next class. Your feedback is always welcome. Otherwise, I'll see you here next time on your mat. Namaste.